How's it going, bubbies? We are back today sailing the seven seas, or maybe just one sea. I don't know. We haven't really gone that far in this game quite yet. But this is Uncharted Waters for Super Nintendo if you've not seen it before. Thanks for joining us. It'd be nice to stop at the inn once in a while. Well, we've been to the inn. So we're currently in Hamburg. Let me kind of catch up where we're at here and see what we've got. We've got plenty of food and water. We could sail for 37 days. I think today's goal will be to get to Istanbul. So, in that regard, I'm going to see about buying something here that we can sell further down the line. Let's see what they've got. They've got cheese, grain, and cloth, which is honestly not all that big a deal. I think what I should do, well, we got a couple options here. Grain is looking pretty reliable here, but I want to see how much it's selling for in other places. So not Antwerp, not Bordeaux, not Hamburg, because that's where we are right now. Actually, they're buying grain for 20 gold in Lisbon. Well, let's see if we can't find something better than that. Not in Marseille. Not in Oslo. Seville is going to be 19. So our best bet is to stock up on grain, because we kind of already run through a ton of porcelain sales. I want to do something different here. So we're going to go ahead and stock up on grain and sell at Lisbon. We should be able to just maximize these boats entirely. Yeah, ship is at capacity. And that'll at least make us a wee bit of profit. Not a ton. This is not the same thing as trying to ship porcelain back and forth. And again, if you're not familiar, so this is a sailing sim RPG. Your characters do level up by sailing, I guess. I assume they probably level up with some combat, but we've not run into any pirates just yet, so can't be sure about that. But we need to sail out of here. This is up near England. We're gonna sail south. That's London there. London, not London. London. There's London and London. For some reason I always have preferred Lun for London. Sailing in this game is a bit strange. There's essentially a whole system of wind and currents, and we're currently going against the wind. So that's a little slower. I'm not sure what one can possibly do to mitigate that. But there's no Wind Waker wand on this game at all. So not a whole lot I could do about that. I'm just going to have to put up with the sailing speed. Okay, and then I'm going to... Oh, no. See, I completely missed it, actually. Okay, the goal is to get back here to Lisbon, which I believe is this one here. Can't be entirely sure, because I don't exactly have the entire map memorized just yet. But I'm pretty sure this is Lisbon. Let's see, port call. It is. So that's a decent amount of memory there. Okay, how about we stop at the inn, he says. We know that there are folks looking for us in Istanbul. So we may need to go there. Let's see here. We're going to go ahead and sell off the grain. Is this correct? I don't know that this is actually working out. Let me see here. Yeah, they don't sell grain here. If I read the market right, it should be that they are... Hey, Baron, how's it going? Should be that they're buying grain for... Well, they were for 20. Now it's 16. And I bought it for 12. So that's a tiny profit. Not a whole lot. How's it going today, Baron? Currently coming back down from Hamburg and Oslo. We're going to be going to Istanbul today. Okay, and then... Let me see what they've got here. So they've got olive oil, grapes, cloth, firearms, and sugar. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Looking forward to kind of breezing through this experience here. I don't want to drag out Uncharted Waters too long. Not the most exciting game in the world to play. But I've enjoyed my time with it so far. I'm going to check here to see what prices look like for specifically Seville, Valencia, and Marseille. So let me pull this up side by side. I've got screenshots here. Okay. Olive oil, that's a no-go. Grapes, that's not going to work. I'm looking at Seville right now. Textile, cloth, that's not going to work. Firearms, let's try that. Nope. Sugar. Actually, we can make a decent bit of profit selling sugar in Seville. So I may just go ahead and do that and not complicate this too much. Crash here. How's it going, Crashy? Time to sail the waters is precious. It's true. We're gonna sail the waters. We're loading up on sugar right now. We have two ships, of course, the Magus and the Magi. We sold our original ship, the Mage. May he sail on into the heavens. Okay, now we're full up on that. And I think we'll just go ahead and hoolie on out of here. Got plenty of space. Pretty sure I used to load up on sugar when playing this game back in the day. Oh, so we do have another Uncharted Waters player in our midst. Kind of difficult to find players of Uncharted Waters. When was the last time you've played this game? Baron, I think you'd said the last time you'd played it was in childhood. Is that right? This is my first time entirely. Never played this game before. Minus, like booting up a ROM for all of 2 seconds and then finding out this is not the kind of game that you get immediate gratification from, unless you're super into like historical sim, strategy, all that sort of thing. 10 to 16? Okay, so about 50, 60 years ago, something like that. That's a long time, dude. I'm sorry. The memories are growing faint, I'm sure. I joke, but I can't. It's not like I can remember. This is Seville. Okay, it's not like I can remember much. Anyway, we're just talking about a game that I beat last year, and could not remember many details about it. One thing is, a lot of games just kind of blur together. You played one and you played them all. No, that's not true. There are some that are very samey. We'll say that. Sugar. We're going to sell all of it. And then go ahead and sell this bit here. Okay. And that is actually pretty good on the monies. We haven't been to Seville for a while, so we'll go ahead and hit up the inn here. Hi there. What can I do for you, partner? Marguerite. Someone's looking for you at Istanbul. Okay, and the gossip. Fellow's trying to tell us something. The marketplace in Lisbon is a good place to buy sugar. Last time was probably in the 90s. Rent every Koei game that came out. Oh, really? So you're a deep Koei fan then, huh? Deep fan don't have answers all the time. I gotcha. I mean, honestly, unless it's like at 2 or 3 games, I couldn't provide advice to streamers watching them. There's no way. There's no way. Couldn't do it. I don't know about doing any gambling. Oh, let's check the shop to see what there might be there. And our goal here is to go ahead and visit the interior of the Mediterranean. We got a falcon icon, sextant saber. That's all stuff we don't really need. A lot of people don't like it. You know. Yeah, color me color me guilty there. Which I'm sure you've already encountered my distaste for Nintendo. I feel like I don't get bored too easily playing video games, especially while streaming, but that one I was pretty bored, I'll admit. I could see how... Oh, I keep hitting the wrong thing. I could see how this would get boring, but so far, I'm enjoying it. There were things in Nintendo that just did not work for me, though, at all. Which, you know, I don't know if that's a Koei thing in general or just an Nintendo thing. Okay, there we go. Fully stocked up. We're not really carrying anything, but I'm not sure if we should carry something. Let me take a gander at the market one more time. Oops, not sell, buy. Let's see what they're offering here. They've got oil, grapes, cloth, and firearms. Gold Skull Games TV, welcome. Hey, have you been in chat before? I don't quite recognize your username, but I think I do, but I'm not sure. That's most of my life, by the way. Is 50%, I think I know this. 50%, I'm not sure. Thanks for joining us either way. Okay, so we're in Seville. Now I'd like to check the markets in the other place. I took screenshots, so we should be good to go. Grapes or no go. Cloth, that's not gonna work. Firearms, nope. Okay, so that was Marseille. Let me check Valencia, California, of course. Cloth, that's about the same price. I think these are the same regions, so we're not really going to get a significant kind of trading difference here. Like, I could buy these firearms for 77 and then sell them for 81 in Valencia, but that's really not that much. Oh, you're in here from Blue Sky. Blue Sky coming through at a pinch. Hey, thanks for being here today. My name is Moses, aka the Well-Read Major, playing through every Super Nintendo RPG if you haven't been here before. We just recently beat Shadowrun. Before that, Ys 3. Hey, thanks for the follow too, Gold Skull. I appreciate it. Before that, Ys 3 and Zardion. We're also streaming on YouTube and Twitch. My goal is to play through all of the Super Nintendo RPGs released in the West for that system during its lifetime. About 46, 47. And I've got about a dozen left. After this, it'll be 11 games left. And this is a lifetime goal. So it's been a long time. Favorite SNES Koei games were... I don't know if I recognize ROTTK. Gemfire I've heard of. And Nintendo's a bit different, right? Than sort of their other things. Romance the Three Kingdoms. I should have known that. It's a ton of games, but for sure, I'm kind of carrying over childhood progress, you know? Like, as a kid, of course, I beat, you know, Earthbound, the Breath of Fires, Chrono Trigger, the Final Fantasies, all that sort. This isn't the Famicom port of Rampart that has a Little Red Riding Hood story mode. Super hyper specific. That's Cinco Play, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going? Cinco in the house. Cinco de Mayo. You got a few days left of May to be Cinco de Mayo. And thanks for joining us today. But yeah, it is a ton of games. Like I said, maybe half of them I'd already finished as a kid. Not a lot of the CRPGs. Games that we've got left, though, 2 Ultimas, Wizardry 5, the 2 Uncharted Waters, the 2 Might and Magics. One of them was released only in PAL region. Let's see, Super Ninja Boy, Terranigma. What else? I know there's something else. Oh, Paladin's Quest, which I've never played, so that should be exciting. But like I said, we're going to explore the interior of the Mediterranean here and kind of see what we can find. Oh, the bug has been fixed, eh? Well, that's cool. Let me pause this here for a second. Pull up my world map, and that is a map, again, of the entire planet. Holy smokes. So we're going to go north to Genoa and then kind of follow that around to Naples, then Venice. Venice. And then to Istanbul, which somebody's looking for us there. We're going to find out what that is. Yeah, Paladin's Quest, I don't know a whole lot about, actually. Pretty curious to know what is all in Paladin's Quest. Obviously, these are first playthroughs, so we appreciate your discretion once it comes to things like spoilers and stuff like that. What's this? Oh, this is Marseille. Okay, so we're not going to stop here. We're going all the way to... see, I already forgot. Oh, Genoa. We're going to Genoa. That's right. Doesn't seem like pointing the ship... Land ho! Okay, that's not the port that we're going to, though. Lenis. So I did know that one. Asmic. Or I did know the name, rather. And it does look quite strange, doesn't it? Okay, this ought to be Genoa. Yes, it is. Let's see what this city's all about. Alright, I think we will stop at the inn first and kind of see what's up. Always tip the waitress first. I'm sure Isabel would appreciate 10 gold pieces. Thank you. Someone is looking for you in Tunis. Okay, I'm not sure if that's how that's pronounced. Tunis? Is that like Tunisia? Okay, I just jotted it there in chat just so I know. Yeah, I think we have a collection of Koei fans in here today. We've got Crash is a Koei fan. Gold Skull Games likes these. The Koei folks showed up today. It's a Koei day. All right, somebody looking for us in Tunis. So we're going to go there after this. Fellow, ha ha ha, we don't keep ties with any port. That's not useful. At least I don't know that it's not useful. Let's see what's at the shop here. And again, I apologize in advance for being an American trying to pronounce these European names, but I don't know. Genoa is what I'm going to call it. Telescope sextant. We don't. Okay, let's see what they're selling here at the market. They have got olive oil, grapes, and cloth. So nothing spectacular. Really. I am going to go ahead and screenshot the 6 screens, though, just to be safe. That's been a handy bit to kind of keep track of what all of these towns are offering in terms of prices and all that. Gold looks like it's worth quite a bit here. Genoa 2. I got pretty fast at this yesterday, but now I'm feeling a little rusty. Okay, this is Genoa 4. This is a game that I'm not sure how you beat it without taking notes. Unless you're just going to follow like a direct guide. Something like that. But back in the day, this would 100% be a note taker. I would have had reams and reams of paper dedicated to this. I think one of the notes that I was most proud of as a youngster was I once drew a map for the entirety of Maniac Mansion. The whole mansion. I kid you not. And it looked great too. I was really proud of it. I no idea where that wound up. All right, we're still good to sail for a while. So now we're gonna go back south to Pisa and see the Leaning Tower. Remind me to save there because I haven't saved for a while, and we sailed all the way down from Hamburg to get down here into the Mediterranean. So with our chat being so full of Koei fans, what is your favorite Koei video game? If you're still here and you're still listening, your favorite Koei video game. Just trying to sail around that island. Pain in the neck. Here we go. This is Pisa. You need to find 3 or 4 good trade routes, and once one route becomes less profitable due to price change, you switch to another of the 4 routes. Right now, sugar and porcelain has been helping. And then I did grain. It wasn't very profitable, though. Grain from Hamburg to Lisbon. It was like a profit of like 8 gold per crate, but the grain was only like 12 gold. New Horizons, definitely. In Japan, Croc Legend of the Gobos was a Koei game. I did forget because I've never been to Japan, so yeah, I forgot. Let's see. Would anybody count that as their favorite? Oh, here's artwork. Nobunaga's Ambition Taishi. Okay, cool. So we've got artwork here. That's cool. What town is this again? Pisa. That's going to be valuable. That's for sure. That's going to be valuable. I think Oslo, Hamburg, or London wanted quite a bit for artwork. But we're going to go ahead and record this. Pisa 1. Pisa 2. Pisa 3. And another question on Koei games. What do you think is the most accessible Koei game for new players? Most welcoming to new players, kindest to new players, however you want to suss that out. So 5 and one more. One with the artworks. Pisa 6. Okay. So now, let me see here. So we could buy artwork for $282. Dude, they're buying artwork for $432 at Valencia. That is not far away at all. At all. They're that close to each other? That's more than Oslo at 404. That's more than Marseille. More than London at 404. Or Lisbon. Holy cannolis. Holy frijoles. Hello. Okay, so I think I'm going to buy some... I think I am going to do that. I'm going to buy some art here. And... Gee, it could make a fortune. A freaking fortune. I might want a third ship for this. I mean, I think we could. I think this is gonna take all my money because this is really expensive. Oh, I forgot to save before spending all that cash. Dang. Yeah, that's pretty expensive. Okay, so good thing I didn't buy another ship. I got excited. I'm sorry. I did. Okay, then we'll go to Valencia. Ought to be really close, if I remember right. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Valencia, yeah, it's right across the way. Right across the Mediterranean. Barely there. Okay, visit the Leaning Tower. Exactly. Most accessible Koei game, probably Gemfire. Really? Okay. I was wondering if a more action-oriented game would be accessible. I've not played Gemfire, so I can't say either way. But that was my suspicion. Oh, it is slow going. It's like exactly the opposite direction. Like Dynasty Warriors 2. Koei games are just their action games. I just mean Koei in general. So however you'd figure that out. Gemfire as their most accessible strategy game is the Mystic Quest of strategy game. Hey, I like that. I like that idea. I should check that out. Now, in your opinion, would you consider Gemfire to be an RPG, a strategy game at all? Crimson Seas, I've actually not heard of that one. Let's see if this is the correct town. It is Valencia, my dears. So we're gonna make a lot of money right now. A whole lot of money. Let's go ahead and sell it. Obviously, this is gonna flip the market completely. Look at that. 548? Holy smokes, we just doubled our gold. I was at 20,000. I'm well over that. That's insane. That's so much money. Okay. All right. So, let's go have a little dinner on me. Literally on me. You'll eat it off my back. Tip. No sign of a waitress. What the? Are you the one they call red? Someone's looking for you in Pisa. Oh, really? I was just there. Okay, well, let's go find that out. Definitely gonna save now. Battles are definitely more accessible and neat due to the wizard mechanic. I would really love to play it. It's frequently recommended to me. Some people will tell me it belongs on my RPGs list, which is why I ask. But from everything I've read and looked at with Gemfire, I don't think I would personally count it as an RPG. And that's fully admitting that, yeah, like people have got different definitions for this genre that they work with. I can only work with mine. That's what I remember. I try and remind people that I can't work with somebody else's definition of an RPG. I can only work with mine. Dynasty Warrior games on PS2 are most accessible if you're including action. just button mashers. Okay, so most accessible in 2 different categories then. Sounds like Gemfire is the definite answer. Yeah, and reason why we're including Uncharted Waters on our list of Super Nintendo RPGs is we're acknowledging RPG hybrids, which is why we've got games like ActRaiser, Zardion, King of Dragons, Knights of the Round. I catch flack for that to no end, but they definitely have the character growth systems in there. It's just very, very, very light. But I was told, was it yesterday, day before yesterday, that Uncharted Waters 2 has quite a lot of RPG-ishness in it, which is neat. Can't wait to play that one as well. Okay, somebody looking for us at Pisa, so we need to find out what's up with that. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find him. Are they like always here? I would guess they're at the inn. Always tip the waitress first. No sign of a waitress. You're red, aren't you? The head trader here is looking for you. The head trader. Okay. I assume the head trader is this guy at the market. Can somebody... Oh, okay. I've been waiting for you. I have a favor to ask. I'm looking to make a profit by trading grain. I'd like you to get 52 crates for me. Will ye do it for 2,288 gold? That's chicken feed right there. Chicken feed. So interesting. This is kind of like a mission then, it seems like. That you can get missions doing various things. I'll give you... advance payment. Bring in the new stock as soon as you can. Okay, so that's not too shabby. Oh, he won't trade you new goods at all. So I was going to stock up on a bit more... stock up on a bit more artwork, but I guess that's out of the question. So I need to find a place that will sell me grain. Let's see. So they sell grain up there at Oslo. That's pretty far, though. I'm so glad I wrote all this down. London is also pretty far. That may be the closest that I have written down. Hamburg. Oh, they have some in Bordeaux. So I think I'll go ahead and pick up some sugar at Lisbon, sail up to Bordeaux, grab the grain, come back here. Let's go ahead and restock, though. We're going to go back up to 20. See, this is starting to get exciting now. There's something exciting about making money in a video game. There just is. Like, I didn't get this high when I was playing a Nintendo. But this is like la la la, monies. They give me that filthy lucre. I think the missions affect your reputation stat. Complete them and reputation goes up. Fail and it goes down. Uh-oh. So what's a quality for, or what's a fail state for this mission? Did you just like never bring it back? I don't recall that he gave me a time limit. Maybe he did and I didn't catch it. What's the wind looking like here? Ugh. Take too long to bring it back. What is too long? I've got I've got, to answer your crew question, I've got 10 crew on each ship. Should I start to get more crew on each ship? Is that going to make me sail faster? Like they just paddle faster? It's okay, so it's an unseen timer. So he's not like, because I don't recall him saying anything about days, but hopefully I can get it done in time. Get her done. Okay, but question though, does crew affect your ship speed at all? Because if it does, that's a little tempting. Even though they'll just eat more of my food, the pesky crew always eating my foods. Let's see. We're going up to Bordeaux, so I'm going to grab sugar in Lisbon, I believe. Oh boy. The wind is not favorable today. Have enough crew or to sail or you sink. Beyond that, crew is only for fighting. Really? Okay. All right. Is there a... Here's another question. Is there a weight mechanic in this game? Like the weight of your ship? Let's go ahead and inspect this dude right here. Spanish trading ship. And let's go ahead and give him a little chat skis because we're right nearby. Good luck on your voyage. Oh, that was nice. He seemed like a happy guy. Yeah, there's combat, which they mentioned in the manual. That's the only reason I know about it. There's combat, and then there's the whole world map too. But here's a question. Can you beat this game without doing any combat at all? Seems like you probably can. Hill capacity? Is that like fill capacity? Guess we gotta start off trading before we start beating up pirates and all that. Okay, here we are at Lisbon. We're gonna pick up some sugar really quick and then head over to Bordeaux. It's impossible to beat this game without fighting. Really? I'm actually pretty surprised to hear that. Okay, grapes, 31. Ooh, it's sugar, though. It's sugar, right? Let me see. Yeah, they buy it for 50 at Bordeaux, so we're definitely going to stock up on this. I forgot how much grain the other dude wanted. You know what? I think I'm going to get a third ship right now. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we need another... we need another stupid guy to sail our ship. Hulk opacity. What? Is it a hull capacity? What did I say? Please tell me I didn't say. Hey, Jose! Alright. What shall we do, Captain? Oh, he's got his eyes closed like Brock. These donuts are great, Ash.
Oh, thanks, Brock. I made them myself.
That's what Ash sounds like. Let's see. We're gonna buy a ship. A Bergantin. Built for trade. Let's see what they want for this hunk of junk. That's not that much money, honestly. I will take that. Okay, so now we got the Magi, the Magus, and then we're going to start Well, I can't think of another. What about Magos? Kind of drawing this on a little too much. There we go. That's not going to get confusing at all. Oh, yeah. If it fix up stuff, too. Oh, we passed my birthday. Darn it. I missed it back in August. I was going to make a big to-do about it being August 14, 1502, the day I was born. But alas. Yeah, let's check on these ships here. Get them all tip-top shape. I am quite old. Over 500 years old. But I'm like one of those JRPG characters where I look great in a swimsuit, but I'm like 500 years old, you know? I still look like I'm in high school. Let's see. What am I doing in life? Oh, yeah. Sugar, and we need crew, too. Gotta remember that. Oh, and we have to stock the ship up. Hi there. Always remember to tip the waitress. And we need to find the mates. Oh no, there's no sailors here. What? Oh wait, hang on. I did it wrong. Anyone want to sail the Captain Red? We found... well, we're going to go ahead and just put 10 men there. 16 men on a dead man's chest. Yo ho ho. I don't really want to be a pirate, though. I want to be a trader. A merchant. Yeah, we'll go ahead and stock ourselves up. I wish they'd made these villagers able to be walked through. That would have been nice. Okay, restock. Water. I'm not gonna go overboard here. Like my porcelain did yesterday. I can't believe it. Can you believe it? I mean, you saw it with your own eyes if you were here yesterday. I just dumped porcelain into the sink. Into the drink, I beg your pardon. Not the sink. That's what they were gonna make out of it. Alright. Yeah, I believe it. And not the stupidest thing you've seen on these streams either. Full disclosure. Okay, on the Magos, we're gonna buy that sugar. Oh, yeah. 85. And let's go ahead and... 20 days. Plenty of days. Plenty of days. Okay, now we're going to go up to Bordeaux, sell off the sugar, and pick up the grain. Grain should only be 12 there. Now, here's a question. How much grain should I pick up to sell back in Pisa? Should I fully stock up or only enough to complete the mission or what? What would Koei fan do? Oh yeah, Bordeaux is like a little higher in it. Something like this. Fill the ocean with grain. Dang. That reminds me of a story I saw where they were transporting... gosh, what was it? It wasn't coffee. It was pudding, I think it was. Like powdered pudding. And it sank near the shores of England. And they just like turned the ocean into pudding. Like an early ecological disaster. I was like, dang. But I would go down on that pudding, though. An entire English channel full of pudding. A little salty, but beggars can't be choosers. Bordeaux. After to complete the mission, grain is not very profitable because of low price per unit. Not as salty as Jello pudding. Is Jello pudding salty?
Is Jello pudding, the pudding pop is a little Jello.
It's expensive stuff like artwork. Right, but I'm going to go back there anyway. So I'll see if there's something more profitable. If not, I'll take the little bit of profit. Okay, let's sell this off here. Sugars. That's still twice what we paid for the sugars, so that's more than twice what we paid for the sugars. So that's good. Okay. But it's like 90% salt. I don't even know when was the last time I had Jello pudding. Am I restocked? Why did that one look so light? Oh, you know what? I don't think I had any lumber on that ship. But let me see. Like I've got 10 dudes on each ship, right? Yeah. Okay, and then for stockage, it's a little less. And then food. I don't know that I've ever actually had a Jello pudding pop. Honestly, I can't remember was the last time I had Jello pudding either. Do we have strong feelings on tapioca? You know, that's a good way to judge someone's character. Is gauge their feelings on tapioca. I myself am ambivalent towards tapioca. You know, I had a feeling you would say tapioca is delicious. Maybe that's a barometer for telling if somebody's a picky eater. Would you consider yourself a picky eater? I wouldn't. I'll eat anything. No, almost anything. You're not gonna sneak like I don't do oysters or stuff like that. You're a picky eater and you eat tapioca? I find that a little sus. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Okay, grain here. What else they got? What else they got? Is there anything? Oh, porcelain is only 52, so I could go down with porcelain to... Let me see what porcelain is going for in other places. Dang. 103 in Genoa. 40 in Hamburg. Well, we're not sailing that direction anyway. 106 in Lisbon. Or it started that way. I might just carry it all the way to Genoa, though, because I think I wrecked the porcelain market at Lisbon doing it there a couple times. So, how much grain did he want? I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and stock one full ship of grain. And then we'll do the rest porcelain. That ought to be enough, right? I don't know what he said. I'm going to save just in case I screw this up. For sure. Well, the exploring bit was to explore the rest of the Mediterranean, which I hadn't yet. And somebody said that there's someone looking for me at Istanbul. So that's where I'm going to head out to after this. Okay. So we've saved. We're good just in case I mess this up. Go ahead and get as much porcelain as we can carry. And then... porcelain. Okay. Now we can head on out of here. It's a penguin? Maybe it's the penguin, like from Batman. The, not Milton Berle. What was his name, darn it? One of my favorite actors. Oh, shoot. Why am I drawing a blank on his name? He was on Clash of the Titans. He is in that famous Twilight Zone episode of Time. Burgess Meredith. Thank you. I love the name Burgess, too. And Meredith is great. And the next day, and the next day, and the next... Crap, I broke my glasses. Iconic. But yeah, the penguin from Batman 66. Maybe he's that penguin. But I remember reading that he was choking on the smoke that he was inhaling. So he came up with that kind of coughing laugh to help him get rid of the itch. Hey, what's up, Wobble Rocket over there on YouTube? How are you? Welcome, Dr. Grant, to Jurassic Park. Hey, thanks for joining us today. As you can see, we're playing more Uncharted Waters. Making quite a bit of that sweet little trading money. It's been good. It's been good. Thanks for asking. Certainly have been making more than our fair share of funses here. And that's because we're going to win the heart of the princess. There's no ifs and or buts about it. Oh my gosh. Come on now, sailing ship. Burgess Meredith. I want to say that was the first portrayal of the Penguin on film, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna say yes, because I think before Batman 66, you had only like early century. Where am I selling the porcelain again? Oh, Genoa. You only had like the early black and white serials. Or no, not serials. Have we gotten the hang of the complexity of this game? I think I have. I feel more confident with it than I did for a Nindo. So there's that. I feel pretty good. Oh, really? Okay. So if you ever want to see a really funny Batman movie that's like deliberately like cringy, like a deliberate meme, like they went out of their way to make it as lame as possible, you need to watch Batman the movie from the 1960s with Adam West and Burt Ward. He fights Cesar Romero's Joker, as well as I can't remember his name. Gerwin. No, can't remember his name. The Riddler, Catwoman, and Penguin in one movie, and it's where it's got the famous line, "Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb." Really excellent movie in its own way. For serious Batman fans, yeah, it's not, Burton's Batman. It's not The Dark Knight or anything like that, but I think it's a hilarious and wonderful movie. In like a way that's constantly winking at you. But yeah, Burgess is in that one. Good old Burgess Meredith. He's got quite a significant part in that movie, actually. And you get to see him do the Penguin, but pretending to be an admiral at one point. So he's like in character doing an impression of somebody else. It's wonderful. Highly recommended. I think it's on DVD and all that jazz. Oh, Genoa. Like him in Rocky? Yeah. I've never seen a Burgess Meredith role where I'm like, yeah, that was very good. I always like him and everything I've seen him in. I love his character in Clash of the Titans. He's got he brings that kind of sense of gravity there. Let's see. So we're going to dump the... I already forgot what I was doing. Porcelain here, I believe. Right? Something like that. That made the trip a little more beneficial. Now we're up to 52. That's our magic number, actually, in this house. 52. Okay, and we'll be able to make it to Pisa regardless. 15 days is plenty.
You're gonna crap thunder.
I haven't seen Rocky for a while. I'm probably due for a rewatch. I remember being just insatiably sad when his character died. Oh, spoilers. If you've never seen Rocky. Which you should watch Rocky. It's an icon. For a reason. Sometimes you got icons and you're like, this isn't really an icon for a reason, but no, it's an icon for a reason. Okay, we are here at Pisa. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Which one is 4? Is 4 the one with the Russian? Let's get in here. 2 is the one with Mr. T? Is that right? Yes, yes, I will break you. Dolph, you came back with the purchase. I'm glad I trusted you. Here's the rest of the Waters promise. Thing comes up, I'll be relying on you. Okay, so I don't actually get to sell it to him at like market prices. He just takes it. So you kind of have to like, I've got a little left. Let's just go ahead and sell that off. All right, here at Pizza, what do they got? They got, oh man, the artworks. The artworks. I'm tempted to do that one more time, but I really should continue on with the game. We've got plenty of money here. That's a ridiculously profitable thing. Was it 3T and 4 Dolph? Like 4 minutes, very different movie, just an action movie. Already paid you for it up front. Right. I forgot that bit. Sarge, how's it going, Sargy? Hey, so I actually think 4 might be my favorite, but it's one of those situations where I'll happily acknowledge that it's not a great movie. Again, I love that distinction in the critical sciences. Not a great film, certainly compared to the earlier rockier movies. But I know I love 4 quite a bit. Not sure why. It's been a while. I think that's been my favorite since I was a youngin'. I'm doing great. Thanks very much for asking. Especially now that we're making a fortune in this game, which made it that much more interesting. Very difficult start, but getting the hang of things. Recording all of the market prices at the start of the game really helped. But now we are on our way happily to Istanbul because somebody would like to speak to us there. So we're going to go check that out. Yeah. And I like the fights with the dude. I think it's great. It's a great like Cold War kind of tension type thing going on too. 60K is max? Really? Oh, there's banking in this game? I will break you is my favorite moment too. It's good stuff. Now, which one did 4 also have that great James Brown song? Oh, we're here at Naples? Or is it pronounced Naples? I think it's pronounced Naples. Again, sorry, American here. What you gonna do? Yeah. Where's me, Rocky fans? Today's a good day, huh? We got Rocky fans. We got Koei fans in chat. It's a good time. Okay, let's see what they're selling over here. Wool, cloth, grapes, olive oil. Boring. You're boring, Naples. But we're going to record the prices here anyway because you never know when you might need those prices at some stage in the game. Just enjoy that peaceful music. Like, yeah, the music in this game loops quite often, but I've liked the soundtrack. It's very peaceful. It's the sort of thing that doesn't stress me out when I'm trying to conduct business across the ocean, and I appreciate that, Koei. I really do. Did they have how many different composers did they have working for them? Like, did they have like a star composer? It's hard for me to believe that this would be the same composer who did Inindo. Gems. And the last one here. Wait a minute. Are you kidding me? Look at that. Okay. Unless I'm mistaken, look at that price on artwork. They buy artwork for almost 400 gold here. I could buy that up north, like just up north, on the same screen for less than that. No sign of a waitress. What about gossip? Not much happening. Well, can't win them all. I also have not seen the new Rocky reboots. After a while, this is just me. After a while, I kind of get tired of reboots. You know, some of it seems like nostalgia farming. Sometimes it can feel earned. You know, guarantee. Hey, a silver rosary. Why not? We'll be Catholic. Okay, we'll pick that up, and sure, I'll go ahead and get a saber just to have it. We're going to end up with more money that I can hold. Oh, yeah, that's true, huh? Well, I might just go ahead and buy another ship. How do I do banking? Oh, there's no sailors here. Well, I didn't think this was going to be a problem so soon. We've made too much money? Right. You know what? I'm here for the history jokes. It's not like there were any good artists in Italy in the 1500s. Oh, that's funny. More importantly, go talk to the king in Portugal. You're going to end up with well, okay. Well, head back over there. We got to do the Istanbul thing first. Let me go ahead and stock these up a little bit and spend some of this money. This is the vessel. I'll take Eagle. We'll just pick this up for each one here. Is the King of Portugal how I actually do do the banking or what? Let's see. What about guns? I'm not gonna worry about guns. The next day. Okay, I do want to try a couple things here. We're gonna save. And I would like to do a bit of investing. Red! Oh, it's Billy Boy. How's it going, Bill Baggins? My dear, well-read mage. 111 years old. Good to see you. How are you, Bill? It's been a long time, dude. How you been? Oh yeah, we can't do that here. How you been? How's the podcast? We haven't chatted for a good long while, I want to say. But I haven't been streaming for a good long while either. So there's that. There's that. I have to do at least one run here. No, I'm gonna save it for later. It's tempting. It's tempting to do the artwork run, but I'm gonna save that. I'm sorry to hear it's been a rough month. Anything you could share with us on that? You know, and if it's not too personal. Like, look at how close those are. Those are so close. You could make a ridiculous amount of money. What is this? Crete over here? Let's see. Cyprus? It is Majorca. I'm not sure if that's correct. Major Orca. And they shortened it to Majorca. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. No sign of a waitress. Let's see about gossip. The marketplace in Majorca is a good place to buy grain. Oh no, there was grain right here? I didn't have to go all the way. That's too bad. All that stuff, new imagine therapy. I'm sorry to hear that. I know you'll pull through. You're a tenacious individual. I appreciate you spending some time with us. How's the podcast been? Okay, let's check out the market here. See what they're selling. Good place to buy grain, they say. I mean, it's 10. There's that. Okay, allow me to get my screenshots right quick. I feel like, wow, high price for gold here. Okay, third page. Nothing really standing out too much. 3. I wish I'd known about that grain. But this is why I should be exploring. Yorka 5. And finally... And they also will pay high prices for artwork. You gotta pay those tariffs. Wee! For the first time in years, the pot is a state of limbo. Next time, sort out brain stuff, make that a priority. That's good. That's good. And if I could encourage you just a little bit, taking breaks is good. Taking breaks is good. I think you and I have talked about this before. There's a lot of pressure from other creators to, whether said or not said, to be as active as possible and to, to constantly push for more and more content. But making content is work. It really is. And sometimes you got to prioritize things that are more important. So right now I'm actually taking a week break from publishing on our website. Just because I needed it. I'm doing other stuff for a little bit. Working on some secret things. And taking breaks is good. I think that the best wisdom I've ever heard from video games is take frequent breaks and go outside for a little bit. Breath of fresh air, all that jazz. Oh, I love secrets. Who doesn't love a good secret? And you gotta control the information. Like I just finished watching the Bond films from Daniel Craig. We were talking about Rocky movies earlier. Whew, I really enjoyed that quintology, I guess it is. Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Spectre, Skyfall, or Skyfall Spectre, and then No Time to Die. Really enjoyed the first and last. I think Casino Royale was a really good movie. Loved it. I don't know why I'd waited so long to see the Daniel Craig Bond films, but glad I saw them. Quantum of Solace was pretty rough. We watched all these back to back to back to back. I think Skyfall more than makes up for Quantum of Solace. And you could see why it went the way it did, what with being during the writer's strike. Again, objective things that affected the final quality of the artwork. And I personally think, you watch a bad movie, it helps refine your critical muscle. Casino Royale was great, yeah. Yeah, it was really good. There are things I wish they did different in Skyfall and Spectre, but they were good movies, I think. And then No Time to Die just kind of blew me away. I thought it was really good. Okay, we're here in Venice. Venice in the springtime. Skyfall is sensational. It was really good. Is that your favorite of that quintilogy? Quintilogy. Sure. Quintilogy. I haven't any goods to sell. How about buying? What do you guys sell here? Olive oil, grapes, cloth, porcelain. Boring stuff. That's what you sell here. Okay, let me go ahead and record this again. Venice 1. I think at a certain point I actually will stop recording all this information. Because I really just need it to help me establish a few trade routes. I don't need to trade at every single port. But early on, information, absolutely vital. Absolutely vital. And I'm not sure what I expected with the Daniel Craig Bond films, but I thought they were good. I thought that they modernized the character. A lot of people I've heard from are like, you know, they miss kind of the goofiness of the earlier movies, like with Brosnan and stuff like that. And I don't know. I liked the straight-faced, very kind of serious vibe, but they still had funny moments too. Casino Royale is in my opinion the best one. I really need to watch these movies again to give like a more critical response, but I think like from just an immediate kind of gut reaction, I think Casino Royale was the best one. I really loved Mad's character in Casino Royale. I wish he hadn't have, spoilers for Casino Royale, I wish he hadn't been killed in that movie, because I would have loved to have seen him again. It was so good. Only Bond films I ever watched. The only reason I watched them is because I was working with MGM and needed to know about them, but I did enjoy what I watched. Oh, that's cool. What did you do when you worked with MGM? I've also seen some of the Pierce Brosnan films, not all of them. Generally don't enjoy them too much. And then I do think some of Connery's Bond films are really good. Like, I think From Russia with Love is excellent. There's a super cool fight in like a cramped train cabin, and like somebody got hurt doing this. Daniel Craig reported that he got hurt doing stunts in these movies as well. He lost some teeth. He lost the tip of one finger. They had to give him, I think it was 8 stitches to his face at one point. Okay, haven't seen all the Craig movies. Skyfall was the best of what I've seen. Bond films tend to meld together too. For sure. Yeah, like I said, we watched all these back to back. It's kind of hard for me to pick out the things. But yeah, Dr. No and From Russia with Love and Goldfinger. I think Goldfinger is great. But towards the end of Connery's run, it does start to get pretty cheesy. Okay, once you start exploring the world, you'll find great goods to bring back home as well. Oh, for sure. You know, when you sink other fleets, you get to loot their entire cargo. So eventually you get goods to sell through combat, not training. Got it. Pre-production on a game that never got finished. Oh, I understand. Well, thanks for filling in a bit of that info for us. Hi there. Let's go ahead and tip the waitress, Maria. I imagine somebody named Maria in Venice. That fellow's trying to... The marketplace in Pisa is replaced by artwork. Oh, we did know that, so that's good. The next day... I like how it takes an entire day to tip a waitress and talk to one person. But they gotta have that time go by. It's already gonna be December pretty soon. What do I got here? A speculum. What's that? I'm not sure if I know what that is. Not a nautical enough man to know what a speculum is. Can view a map of your surrounding. Excuse me. Oh, it's a map. I kind of do want this. Just to see what it does. That's a lot of money. But that's okay. We're made of money at this point. And then that means we can go ahead and do our artwork run to make a bit of extra monies. Plenty of time to sail. Thunderbolts asterisk, right? That's all I pretty much know about it, is like that they changed the title to add that. And people were like, I haven't even seen the movie yet. It's been like 3 days. And that's about it. That's all I know about it. Because I'm a glutton for punishment. No, because he is my favorite superhero. I am looking forward to Gunn's Superman in July. I have been disappointed by Superman movies more times than I can count. Let's see. I think, like, I liked Man of Steel and I liked the first Superman movie, and that's about it. So that's 3, 4, 5, like 5 or 6 Superman movies that I did not care for. Did not care for The Godfather. But yeah, hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's good. I always remember what Grant Morrison said, that Superman should be a character who can have adventures that nobody else can have. And kind of get that vibe. Like, you know, I'm glad they're having him do more than just catch another friggin' helicopter or plane falling out of the sky. Like, dude, punch a giant sun in the face or something like that, you know? And I'm like watching the trailer. I'm like, oh, is that Solaris? Oh, is that this guy? Hey, look at this. And so that kind of embracing the kind of the comic bookiness of a guy who can do anything. Love to see that. Istanbul, here we are. Oh, that's not at all controversial opinion. I think that's the standard opinion. The number of times I've met people who will say Superman is uninteresting to me is like 98% of all people I've met. Oh, look, we got a different town layout. That's cool. And I get it. You know why? Because most Superman media on screen is boring as heck. Superman Returns, boring. 3 out of the 4 Christopher Reeve Superman movies, boring. Phil, we're talking about movies today. Perfect timing. Lots of Man of Steel, boring. Batman versus Superman, boring. So I'm doing great. We're on a roll. I'm talking about Superman. They bother with him because he's still extremely profitable. You cannot just recreate that level of brand awareness. Like, everybody knows who Superman is. And I used to agree with you. I used to think Superman was boring. I used to call him stupid, boring, naive, dull, on and on and on. Then I read a couple key Superman books and completely changed my mind. Now, he's my favorite Superman, or favorite superhero. And I 100% get why he's at the center of the DC universe. Once you look at some of these books, you get why this character has always been recurring and will always be recurring. I think some of society's cynicism has left what Superman means, and it's not enough to say, oh, you know, he means hope. It's like, yeah, like, that's so intangible. But yeah, it's great. Never read Superman. Seems simplified in movie representations, but I've never seen his films. Oh, so you've never seen some Superman movies either? Have you seen the Christopher Reeve Superman movie, the first one? I would say if you're going to watch one Superman movie, watch Superman with Christopher Reeve. The dude's smile just embraces the level of humanity in that character that is supposed to be conveyed throughout generations. Yeah, you know, that's the one. That's the one to watch. There's a lot. There's a lot here. Yeah, I think there's levels. I would agree with Sarge here. There's levels of Superman that are really interesting. Like, his Clark Kent is him doing an impression of humans. You know, who's the real character? Is it Cal? Is it Clark? Is it the farm boy Clark? Is it the bumbly journalist Clark? I also, as a writer, I also appreciate the fact that Superman is a self-made professional writer. I really like that. I hate all superheroes equally. But I do all trust you on that film. It's, you know what is the nice thing, and I appreciate where you're coming from too. There's too many superhero movies today, flat out. The thing that I like about the original Superman movie, it was kind of from a time where, like, yeah, you had the 60s Batman, but it's from a time that was really pure and wasn't oversaturated with a lot of that stuff. You and I have had a minute to talk about Superman. You do need to read those recommended books. If you're into comic books, definitely check them out. I would recommend Kingdom Come, All-Star Superman, and Secret Identity is pretty good. There's a lot of stuff. But yeah, you can see why he's the prototypical character. Here we go. There's artwork, cloth, all that jazz. They said somebody wanted to talk to me here, so that's why I came all the way down here. Oh man, that John Williams score. The score alone is worth watching the first Superman movie for. I mean, how iconic is that? I get chills just thinking about it. It's a great score. I can see why they reuse parts of it for the new Superman movie that's coming. But yeah, Seiko Play, I 100% get where you're coming from, and not at all a controversial opinion. Someone's looking for me in Algiers. I don't know where that is, because I don't know that much about geography. Then you have your rendition in a little acapella. They should just have me in the background. Maybe they'll have the pentatonics do it. They'll do a better job. They'll do a better job. Hey, fellows, you're red, aren't you? Someone's looking for you, and oh, I already know about that. The tagline for the original Superman movie was, "You'll believe a man can fly." And I think that's a great tagline for that film. It's not a film where the hero is like, you know, all like super cool anti-hero. Like, this is before the anti-hero really caught on. So I don't need any of that. So the Epic project is going. We're currently playing through Uncharted Waters. We recently beat Shadowrun, Ys 3, Wanderers from Ys, and Zardion. And I just started streaming like a couple weeks ago. And yeah, this is Uncharted Waters. It's an interesting Koei sailing sim RPG combo. In the beginning, there was Batman, Superman, Spider-Man. Hollywood saw that it was good. Then the snake Disney had a taste of the golden fruit. Yeah, that's how I feel too. That's how I feel too. Oh, what did they say here? His Majesty does not meet with foreigners. Leave here at once. Okay, fine. I thought somebody was going to talk to me. Hey, I got a question here about this game. Doesn't these visuals remind you of like a Game Boy Advance game? Like, I keep thinking Advance Wars or Fire Emblem or something when I see this. Nice peaceful music. This is very much a sim game, though. It's super strategy. Like, you're playing markets. Get this, Phil. The whole planet's world map is in this game. So you could sail anywhere in the 1500s in this game. And it has fluctuating market prices for when you're trading goods. I was like, on a Super Nintendo game? Yeah, pretty crazy. Never been too sure on this one, but what are the RPG elements in this one? Yes, your main character can increase his stats. Let me show you. So there is a very slight character growth system in here, and it's intrinsic as well. So let me pull myself up. There we go. Red, age 18. And we've got battle experience and sailing experience. So we actually have 2 levels that can improve. And we've got, looks like 5 different stats: charisma, wisdom, strength, courage, and intelligence. So, yeah, it's got some of that in there. Some of that in there. So, yeah, long answer to the question. The project is going. Project is going. Looking forward to making an announcement, hopefully in the next month or 2. So keep an eye out for that. I'll be very happy to convey more information. So, okay, so if somebody wanted to see me in Istanbul, is that always going to be the guy who runs the market? Because there's nobody there now. Now they're like, oh, you got to get over to Algiers, which I don't even know where that is. Was this like the 1500 name for Algeria? Oh, it's not that far. I could get there. We're gonna go there. Every time I say the word Istanbul, I hear that from what was the band? They Might Be Giants as well. I think so. I think it just might be. And single play, I also want to comment that you touched on the Trinity right there. That's it. Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, A tier. Or S if you want to do the Japanese version. Other than that, there's everybody else's B, C, and D tier. And a couple of them are E tier. So, but I won't say who's who, because I think, I don't know how many people in chat want to nerd out about superhero movies. Hey, but you know what? We should talk more about cinema, because we got Phil here. Cinema. So Phil, I just recently saw the Daniel Craig quintilogy. Have you seen that bit? You know, that's Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, Spectre, and No Time to Die. Loved them, except for James Bond. Except for no, we're gonna get off here. Oh, this is Alexandria. I wonder if they still got their library. All right, big Bond fan. So what are some of your favorite Bond films? I loved Casino Royale, let me tell you. Watched that whole thing in one sitting, which is unusual for us in this house. But thought it was spectacular. I quite enjoyed it. Alexandria. What do you all have here? Not too worried about prices now because I've got a good artwork trading spot. X-Men had moments in their 90s comics, though. Love those comics. I used to read 90s X-Men. Was always a Cyclops fan. But, okay, Algier. Let me see what this is. Doesn't seem to be much happening. They were pretty dark in the 90s. 90s comics in general were pretty weird. Casino Royale is glorious. Love GoldenEye. I think GoldenEye is probably my favorite of the Brosnan ones. Live and Let Die, Man with the Golden Gun, Dr. No. I think I loved Dr. No. Goldfinger, yes. I was giving props to the Connery run earlier in the stream. I do think Dr. No and Goldfinger and From Russia with Love are excellent. There's that fight scene at the end of I guess, of From Russia with Love, where they're fighting in the train car. Super narrow space, and they're throwing each other around. It looked great, especially for a film that far back, where you'd have, like, you know, Shatner-esque fight scenes, where, you know, the karate chops and stuff like that. Where I was like, yeah, I don't know, you guys, but that fight scene, to my eyes at least, looked spectacular. But there were some great fight scenes in the Craig bit. When he's fighting Bautista, I think in Spectre, it was. I just watched them all in like a week recently, so they're kind of a little blurring together. So go play. Never comics get original copies of the first 30 issues of Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh man. I see. I'm glad that Superman exists just so I can have a character who doesn't have the attitude of Sonic the Hedgehog. That's it. Like I would give Superman a hug, and I think Superman would want to give me a hug. But I don't know if I would hug Sonic the Hedgehog and he would want to hug me. I'm not sure about that. Okay, this is Tunis. Skyfall silhouette fight scene. Oh yeah. That was cool, where it's backlit against like the jellyfish neon lights. Ah, so good. So good. I was sad it was over. By the time I found out, I was like, oh, you already stopped making these. Well, that's too bad. They only sell olive oil here, so this is really a small town. Now, 006 was Sean Bean's character. Did I get the name right? I'm in pretty bad with names so far. Okay, it was right. All right. Good. There's not much happening. This is just a teeny tiny little town. Give Sonic a deserved slap. Honestly, I don't even want to touch him. Have any of you watched, I really enjoy this channel, VFX Artists React? I think Quarter Crew is the name of the channel. I watched their video last night on them reacting to the original Sonic movie design. And I was like, I can't believe they almost went with that. You know, like if not for the fan backlash, imagine if the whole movie had looked like that original Sonic design. Oof. That's not great at all. Like they couldn't even put gloves on that thing. They're like, his whole hands have to be white. Maybe like, yeah, that's got to be the worst character design in modern history. It's atrocious. It's like you've gone so far past uncanny valley that you're in like, I mean, what's like a word? You're like ineffable valley now. Ineffable valley. Just unspeakably inhuman. What's everyone's favorite film? Yes, let's talk movies. So, I'm going to let chat go first. I'm going to save mine for Bitskis here. Favorite film? Or some faves. Is this all yours? It is. Dog Day Afternoon theaters last night. I don't know if I know what that is. I don't know if I've seen a trailer for it. You believe that series ended up being such a big hit after that nasty start? Uh-oh, what series? I've been waiting for you. I have a favor to ask. I'm looking to make a profit by trading wool. I'd like you to get, okay, 31 crates. 31 crates of wool. Let me jot that down, because I'm going to forget. 31 crates of wool. I'll do it. All right. So then I'm going to want to see, there's no waitress. You want to know where you can buy wool, don't you? I would. You won't find that around here. Oh, thanks for nothing. That was very informative. Okay, yeah, let's see. Favorite films here. Not even sure. A couple I remember running out Dad's favorites, like Lintock and Sergeant York. Your film is Train Spotting. I've actually never seen Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I'm a little afraid that it'll turn out to be Big Bang Theory, but I don't think it will. Oh my gosh, Dr. Strangelove. Okay, Bill. All right, Bill. Terminator 2, Judgment Day, fantastic action movie. Might be my favorite action movie, T2. Okay, but here, Bill, my favorite movie is 2001, A Space Odyssey. And same director, can you believe it? It's a small world, isn't it? Love Kubrick. Not as a person. As a director, excusing some of his more bizarre, habits and things like that. But they don't make movies like Kubrick used to. I don't think anybody does anymore. Now, how many people in chat have seen Kubrick's Paths of Glory? What a movie. That's the one where infamously he forced his actors, including Kirk Douglas, to do over 120 different takes for one scene, well past taking any breaks, until they got so frustrated that he got the emotion that he wanted out of the characters. Favorite Kubrick film is The Moon Landing? It's well shot, isn't it? Oh my goodness, my brother were here. He's into that moon landing. In the Mood for Love. Oh, I don't know if I know that one, actually. Korean? Chinese film. I don't know. Oh, you're a huge 2001 fan. Yeah, Dr. Strangelove. Honestly, like, I've not seen every Kubrick film, and some of them are like flat out unwatchable. Like, I will never watch Clockwork Orange again. I saw it once and I was like, yeah, well, that's enough. That's enough of that. How to Make a Point with a Nuke. That's what that movie feels like. Okay, so now I need to find a place nearby that sells wool. So that's what we're gonna do, my friends. And then we need to return to Algiers. So let's see. Valencia is nearby. Glad I got all these screenshots because I would not remember this nonsense. So they sell wool for 55 gold up in Valencia. That's a bit. That's a bit. So let's see if there's something a little cheaper nearby. Pisa, they sell wool for nothing. They don't sell it at all. Naples is also nearby, and they sell wool for 45, so that's a good price. What about Marseille? Nope. Mallorca? No. London, too far away. Lisbon, too far away. Hamburg, too far away. Genoa, they don't sell it. Looks like it might be Naples. I think it is. Okay. Oh, yes. Hong Kong film. Okay, so I was right about Chinese. I doubted myself and thought it might be Korean. I do love movies. I love movies, but I love not trying to think too critically about movies. They're kind of my little escape. Games for me aren't about escapism anymore, so I can kind of more get that out of a movie. But yeah, oh, you want to talk Lord of the Rings? Yes. Yes. If not for 2001, my favorite movie would be Fellowship of the Ring. I saw it 14 times in theater now because they put it in theater recently. I went and saw it again. I've seen Fellowship of the Ring 14 times in theater, maybe 6 times for Two Towers and like a couple of times for Return of the King. But, oh man, I watched the heck out of that. Lifelong Tolkien fan. Can't get enough of that stuff until there is too much. So be careful what you wish for. Disney might show up. And I'm on the fence about Rings of Power. That's in case anybody were curious. But the books are where it's at. I still have a lot more to read. I need to read The Fall of Gondolin. But I finished Tales from the Perilous Realms recently, which is not Middle-earth stuff. It's kind of other things that he wrote, poems and short stories. They're quite good. Farmer Giles of Ham is in there. Here's the wool. So we need 31 crates. We'll go ahead and buy that. Okay, now we'll head on down there. Check it out. Bill, hey, it was good catching up with you too. I hope everything works out for you. Take care of yourself, and we'll be in touch. I need to chat with you. Used to answer Fellowship as my favorite movie, but I find it to be uninteresting because everybody loves it. But that's okay. Be true to yourself. Don't worry about what other people think. It can still be your favorite film. Like, I've thought about that from time to time, that angle. Like whenever I say my favorite game is Chrono Trigger, or my favorite movie is 2001: A Space Odyssey. It's like, yeah, you picked like maybe some of the best examples in those genres, but I love them. So I'm not going to change that just because somebody else thinks it's basic. Let them think I'm basic. I'll just laugh and roll around on the floor. Favorite film is really tough. So many great ones. Oh, yeah, no, we need more favorite film mentions. Trilogy is almost perfect. And yeah, Clockwork Orange is incredible as a movie, but yeah, that's a downright unwatchable film for me. That's like Elephant Man. Like I've seen it once and that's enough. Lighthouse, truly incredible film. I don't think I'd watch Lighthouse again. I'm basic. Okay, here's the laughing part. I've been called worse. That's what I always think. Like, I've been called worse than basic. Shawshank. I've actually never seen Shawshank. Okay. Let me see. What are other favorite films? The original Planet of the Apes. I like a lot of 60s. So we got the original Planet of the Apes, like Alien. Inception is another one of those that are like, yeah, you're basic if you like Inception. I'm like, shut up, I like Inception. So for those of you who don't know, my eldest son's name is Cal, K-A-L, going back to loving Superman so much. My wife actually came up with that name, but then when our second son was to be born, I was like, shoot, what are we going to do? You can't have like a Superman reference and then name your second son George. Like, they're going to know which one you loved more. So I was like, well, we need a Batman reference. You can't have Superman without Batman. So, all right, we sold this off. Great. Let's go check at the inn. So our youngest son's name is Nolan, and there's our Batman reference there for Chris Nolan, who I really like as a director anyway, so it works out tremendously. Okay, let's see if there's any new gossip. Doesn't seem to be much happening. Yeah, that's a shame. I guess what we'll do is continue exploring the Mediterranean now. Uh-oh. Hey, Cinco, we got a bot to ban, if you don't mind. Planetary plays with whatever that is. Nonsense. That's what it is. If you don't mind dropping the ban hammer, appreciate it. Oh, you don't tell me what to do. You sail to Japan. Go to your room. Mr. Temper. Curse of the Golden Flower is the most unwatchable amazing film. I don't know if I've seen that one. Oh, yeah. Emotional destruction is hard to recover from. Okay, you're on the bus. Well, go on the bus to wherever it is that you're going. So I accidentally read that you can buy silver for really cheap in Japan. So, oh, that's too much. Well, no, I guess that's enough. We'll stock up on everything here, and I guess we'll make a trip to Japan. Who wants to go to Japan? All right, you weebs, line up. We're going to Japan, y'all. We're going to go be obnoxious tourists over there. Take pictures with all the things, all the cosplayers. We'll go to a maid cafe. We'll do the whole works. All right. Oh, you know what? I do want to get some lumber. I don't have any on the Magos. The lumber. You finally did the Weeb pilgrimage. You know what though? I wouldn't put you in the Weeb category though. I think you might be a bit too respectable for that. Unless you're self-avowed, then obviously you're free to identify however you want. We up to 3 ships. Oh, Dookie is here. Dookie, I'm sorry. Duke. Doesn't go in Duke Darkwood. I did not mean it like that. Sometimes I put the E sound at the end of somebody's word, thinking them all cute. But that was uncalled for, and I apologize. Duke, thanks for being here today. Live streaming is weird. It's weird because you're not often in control of what you're saying, and sometimes you just say things. All right, so we're going to go to Japan. When I go to Japan, as much would we be tourists, I want to go explore the countryside. The countryside seems real nice. It certainly does. I just want to go for the food. Like, take me to, what's the name of the fish market? Tsukuji? I want to go there and eat all the foods and then get sick and fly home. Okay, so we could go around the south part of Africa, or we could go along. We could take the Northern Passage. I don't want to take the Northern Passage. We're going to go south. We'll go south. I think I will stop at every port that I find along the way. And we're going to go all the way to Nagasaki and pick up some silver. Silver. Yeah, there's the wind curtain feed. Seafood. Do you not like seafood? You know where they have great trains? They have good trains at in England. I really enjoyed riding the trains in England. How far from Europe have you been previously? I've never left Europe, basically. I just went to Alexandria in North Africa, and that's the furthest from Europe I've ever been. This is a ways to go, though, so I don't know if I want to go all the way to Japan right now, especially if I'm going to break, can't carry as much as I thought I could carry. Should I go see the King of Portugal? I'm unsure what to do next. And there's a banking system in this game as well, so what do I do about that? The wind and currents are not for us. Not favorable conditions. At all. But yeah, if we can... The train from London, it was fun seeing old castles and stuff. Yeah, I was so tired from the jet lag riding the train from Manchester to York. No. Where was the train from? It might have been from Manchester, York. No, that's too close. I rode a train. I was tired. And I looked out and saw blue sheep. And I was like, I must be more tired than I thought. Story. Okay, so we're going to go see the king. We'll go see the king. Oh, this is Seville, not Lisbon. How do I get to see the king? Captain, this is a suspicious-looking port. Why is it so suspicious? I've been here before. His Majesty does not speak with foreigners. Begone. Why is it so suspicious? In New Horizons, that Northern Passage was the worst. There were two called supply ports, which I don't think this game. Be able to reach one. Yeah, that's rough. I'm glad they built that into there. Oh, not the King of Spain. The King of Portugal, right? A good place. Lisbon to buy sugar. Okay, I already kind of knew that. I thought this was Lisbon when I landed. That's on me. Has anybody seen The Terror? I brought it up recently in chat. It is a horror anthology series. The second season is not as great as the first one, but the first season is about the Northern Passage and the terror going through there and getting lost. Excellent stuff. I thought it was pretty good. I'm not a horror expert or anything like that, so you know, somebody might be like, well, it wasn't peak horror. And I wouldn't say it was peak horror, but it was quite good. Had a lot of great actors in there too. Can't remember any of their names right now because it's on a live stream. And that's the way it works, I guess. Just can't remember names of people. Haha! You were the one who wanted me to play a Nintendo, though. That's the thing. You have only yourself to blame for that one. Horror fans consider weird stuff to be peak. I'm glad somebody said it. It's usually like the schlockiest, most like gratuitous stuff that they're like, oh, this is peak horror. And it's just like somebody dumping a bucket of fake gore on actors. And I'm like, man, it's not peak horror, actually. In my view. Okay, we made it here safely. Let's go to Lisbon. Oh, the horror wasn't into my... It was watching me suffer and flail. Commoners are not allowed in a palace. Well, isn't this in Portugal now? Isn't it? How do I actually get to see the King of Spain? I mean, Portugal. Darn it. There's too many places in the world. Yeah, how do I actually advance this though? It's not making a whole lot of sense to me. Better get some reputation. Well, I did 2 missions. I drove all the way up here to talk to the king. Don't get scared by Blade. It is gross. It is gross. There's a way in which like gore can be used, but if you're like so exposed to it that you become desensitized to it, then like what's the point, you know? Yeah, atmosphere, pacing, all that stuff. What's the option in the top right corner house? Right here? Oh, top left. This is the item shop, right? Nation information. Portugal. Sure, let's see. Revenue, hostility, friendship, ally of Spain. There's trouble. So we've got information options on Portugal, Turkey, or Spain. Right, which is why I think Jaws is so scary. I mean, not only are you kind of like fundamentally afraid of sharks, but Jaws takes a long time to show you the shark. And that's pretty scary. Alien, another one. These are obvious answers. A little more cliche, but I was afraid of Smile a couple times. And The Ring got me too. Would trading alone raise reputation? Would you have to invest in markets? Earlier you told me not to invest in markets though. Whoa, damn. Okay, we'll go back south. We're going to sell some artwork and we're going to invest in markets. If you invest enough to sway ports over to Portugal, the king likes that. And also, I'd read that discovering new ports gives you a bump in reputation, right? So there's that. But we're making enough money now that I think I will go ahead. Okay, what's like a large sum though? We have a lot of money here. So we could really drop a significant amount of cash. We can't do it there. It's pretty chill. It's pretty chill. I don't know if you're super familiar with Koei games at all. Koei and I don't always get along too well. There was like a historical ninja sim game on Super Nintendo that I just could not jive with. But this is much more relaxing. And it's fun. It's fun. You make money. You know, how to make money and influence people. It's in the title. Starter fund. I think when I first thought about investing, I want to say like I got my first 10K, but I really wasn't sure about like how much we actually had to put in here. Let's see who this is. Portuguese trade ship. They're heading northeast. We are going to talk to them and see if they have any information that could be useful. Uh-oh. Oh, is this our first battle? Morgan the pirate, they're challenging you to battle. Uh-oh. All right. Can't you also sink ships from places we're not friendly with, like Turkey? You can check out ports which nationality they support. You're defending Portugal's enemies. Greatly raises red. Game over? Oh, just flat out, like, can't win this at all? I don't even think I have guns. I'm Morgan. Now that we've met, you're doomed. You won't throw me so easily. Probably will, though. Probably will. Look at this. So this is like the tactics bit here, huh? Oh, shoot. I don't even know. What am I supposed to do here? Captain Morgan. I just noticed that. Yeah. Trading from Portugal to Japan is John Rhys Davies and your crew. I wish he was. I love John Rhys Davies. Is there any way to get out of this situation? How do I run? Like what option is that? Because these, I don't even remember. Like I read the manual. I don't remember what these do. Let's see. The music is fun. That's cool. Seems like a Donkey Kong, poor man Donkey Kong Country. Let's see. So there's move. There's view, fire, rush, flee, and wait. Okay, how do I run? If I move to the edge of the map? Make your fame in battle by getting a battle-ready fleet is an ordeal on its own. I preferred peaceful trading. Finally seeing some action, right? Never ran, but you might be able to get to the edge of the map. Pirates like, for these guys, all you can do is board enemy ships, but they have more crew, right? I don't have guns, so... Oh, shoot. Okay, we're going to try and get to the edge of the map. Not sure if that's going to do anything useful. Why did this have to happen? I don't think running is an option. I really don't. Darn it. That's so on brand for personality though, isn't it? Like I don't really want to go on a rampage. I enjoyed my trading. I can't even go up now. Oh, right here. Surrender. At this rate, we're finished for sure. Let's pull out. Now there's a bit of wisdom. Let's sail away. Come sail away. Captain, the head count doesn't tally. I fear we lost a few mates. Hey. Where withdrew the enemy's scorn? Look at that screen. Holy smokes. As the enemy's scornful laughter echoed from behind. No, is that game over? Oh, it's not. Ooh. Okay, that was pretty close. That was pretty close. Whew. That was a little scary. We're gonna go ahead and save because I haven't saved in a long time. I need to remember to save more often. Okay, let's go ahead and let me check on the ships. They were probably damaged, and then we're gonna need to restock the crew as well. This is the fastest my heart had beat since starting this game. Oh no, I lost a whole vessel? No. Never mind. I wasn't fast enough. Okay. All right. So, okay. That's all right. We lost Jose. May he enjoy his time in Davy Jones' locker. I hadn't saved before the fight for like 20 or 30 minutes. So it had been a long time. I'm fine not losing all that progress. We'll just go ahead. Wait. They said the King of Portugal wants to talk to me. Did you see that? I saw that. They want it. He did. There's no sailors. How about crew? Let's see if I do need more crew here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we do need more crew here. Okay. Let's get a little more crew. Heck. Okay. Pirates don't leave you with everything you had. Right. No, it makes sense. It makes sense. I lost a lot more than I thought. How much money do I still have? Because we could get a warship at some point. So the two options are stock out our trading ships with guns or get a warship. Right? Dang, you guys. Dang. I even looked at the ship too. Okay, remind me to save. I need to remember to save frequently in this game. Otherwise, the whole thing come all hamajang. And if you remember your Hawaiian and your Pidgin English, anybody remember what hamajang means? I need to go back to teaching you all the ways of the Hawaiian language and Pidgin, all that good stuff. Okay, back up to Lisbon. We can get 3 galleons for war and keep 2 other ships for trade. Is that the maximum number that you can hold? Is that that number of is 5 ships total? Oh, you remember, but you forgot. Darn it. Hamajang means messed up. Yes! Hamajang does mean messed up. Okay, we'll learn another word today. And that word is ono. Does anybody remember what that means? I've used it before a couple times. Ono. It actually, it's got 2 meanings. But the one that I'm going to teach you is the more widely used. Oh, wait, the king wants to see me. He wants to see me, of all people. Announcing Sir Red. What brings you here? Meet the king. I'm glad you came. I have something to discuss with you. You see, I've been looking all over for porcelain. I need you to buy 23 crates for me. I'll pay you grandly. Will you take the job? Sure. Then it's settled. I'll be relying on you. I get to do things for the kings. Cool. Let's see. I'm probably too busy making a joke about pigeons saying, oh, you probably were. Probably. In New Horizons by Endgame, I did have that. Most of the ships were galleons. Flagship built for war sounds pretty cool. Maybe that'll be my next investment, is get a super cool flagship. Ship limit was 5 in the original. Okay. Yeah, no spoilers. No spoilers. We're going to check out these other options too. Let's see what request is. What do you need? Oh, you can request funds from the king? Oh, I don't want to put them out. Savings. There's no gold in your name here. This deposit must be in units of that much. So I'm going to go ahead and drop off 10k here. No. Yes? No. No. We'll keep it. Secret call. You make me suspicious hanging around here. Get out of the palace. Pity I couldn't meet the princess. Did that ruin the whole thing here? Okay, it's kind of weird, but the king's coffers is your bank. Okay, so we need to get porcelain. Now, that's going to be up in Bordeaux, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, porcelain. Only 64 a pop up there. Now, did Lisbon have good prices on porcelain? Let me see. Because we could do a full run here. Now, what am I looking at? I'm going out of my mind. Well, that's not a whole lot. That's only like a profit of 20. It's something. Well, I know the names of the ships because they were in the manual. So if that's the spoiler, then I at least know the names and types of the ships. I know that there's was it a heavy galleon in this is the biggest ship. Okay. So we're on our way to, was it Bordeaux or Antwerp? Oh, Bordeaux is closer and it has slightly cheaper prices on porcelain. So that's where we're going to go. It does say that in the manual, yeah, the heavy galleon. So that's where I read it. They do, I'm not sure if that was intended to be a secret or not, but they do tell you about heavy galleons in the manual. Oh, look at that. Spot on. Oops. Not quite spot on. There we go. Okay, port call at Bordeaux. I believe it mentions a regular galleon, yeah. quite sure. How about a stop at the inn? We might hear some useful gossips. Gossipses. Hi there. Okay, tip the waitress. Sherry. And gossip. You want to know where you can buy porcelain? That's the specialty of this here port. Thank you. Oh yeah. Oh, I wanted to hire an extra. Let's see. Oh, no sailors. Okay, never mind. Okay, now here I'm gonna go ahead and invest. Okay, how much is like too much for investing? Because we've got a significant amount of money here. Like, obviously I don't want to overspend, but I want to spend enough to where it's worthwhile. $305. We gotta call it pretty soon. Check to see what the nationality support is first. Okay, we can do that. Nation information. This is Bordeaux. Which one should I select? Bordeaux would be France, right? Only says information on Portugal, Turkey, and Spain. It says Portugal, revenue 200, hostility 0, friendship to Spain, Turkey, ally of Spain. See which nationality Bordeaux favors first. Okay. Is that the hostility? All right, Blyfie, the wifey is off, so we spend a little more time here. Let's talk about the overall kingdoms. Okay, so it's not there. Where else would I look for that? I don't know that I've encountered individual port nationality favoritism information anywhere. Oh, right here, port. Economic worth, industrial worth. Support is 0 for Portugal, Spain, and Turkey. It's a neutral port. So if I invest here, it increases their support for Portugal. Is that how it works? This is a neutral port. Nobody's really neutral. Okay, got it. So based on this information then, how much money should I invest here? Because like I could easily see myself dropping 10K, but I don't know if that's if that's overkill. Which is good. We want reputation to go up. That sounds great. I would like to become a duke and sail to Hawaii. Those are my 2 goals. Try 10K and see what it does. Okay, we're gonna save first. And we'll try this. Come on, y'all. And the economic and industrial, it wasn't that much. I know that. Oh, that's too much. There we go. Your charity will never be forgotten. And this should just be like instant then, huh? They're like, hey, money just came in. Yeah, let's see. Okay, significant economic investment. Industrial investment did not go up. Oh, economic investment is when you invest at the marketplace. Industrial investment is when you invest at the shipbuilding place. So would it be better to do 5K at the market and then 5K at the shipyard? Because it looked like that got us 11 points of support, I guess, for Portugal. It didn't increase its economic worth overnight. Let me see what happens if we lodge here. So what's the differences in goal though between industrial and economic? Like if they both can increase my reputation. I just left the inn. It'd be nice to stop at the inn once in a while. Let's see if any of this changed. It did not. You have to drop the sequence that I mentioned? Okay, well, let's not do that. I do want to try something. Yeah, I want to go ahead and... do... do the thing. To a really high amount? Okay. So what would you do then? Would you do 10K at the marketplace and 10K at the industrial? Or do you think 5K at either is reasonable? We'd still have 10K to work with, and I can do my artwork trading. I think we'll just kind of feel it out. And then how much money we have? Oh, we have the money, dear. We've got the mullahs. But we're down to 2 ships now. So, got to keep that in mind. But I am going to go ahead and drop 10K. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I think I will no, there's no sailors here. Okay. Then I think I will go ahead and get the porcelain back to the king. And then after that, I'll do some artwork runs to get my monies up again. And we'll just go ahead and load this up with porcelain. But that's just who I am. You gotta love the comfort with which that was said. Okay, one thing at a time, We gotta go, because now we're starting to get into like major economics here. We gotta go get the king his porcelain, so we can sit on his porcelain throne. And then I think I will do an artwork run. And then I think I'll check out a bit of stuff. Is it rare to hear him agree with you on excessive violence? I think your investments matter as much as trying to keep ports to have more sympathy towards Portugal. You know what? I forgot to check the status of the port after doing 10K in either spot. I would love to see. 5 galleons and start a war with Spain does not sound like the normative playthrough. So I will get warships, but we're not going to go full on Napoleon over here. We're not gonna try and conquer the world. Let's check out the port. Oh yeah, 25. Prices are at 104%. Oh wait, what did it say about neutrality? I missed that bit. Okay, it still says it's neutral. A peaceful man normally, but get behind a wheel and he turns into a savage demon. No, just kidding. I'm sure you are in real life. I mean, like, I could probably beat you in arm wrestling, right? I'm sure. You're not prepared for this Hawaiian thunder. The Hawaiian punch. Okay. So now, we're gonna go back to the king. Then from there, I want to do a bit of artwork sellings. So that's what we're gonna do. There are more countries. Can you start a war with everybody? Or, like, can you go to war against the King of Portugal and bite the hand that feeds you? If you're on a... It sounds like it's a real trick if you're on a Ninja Temper playthrough. I appreciate the openness here of this game and the fact that we can really kind of go in different directions here. Y'all are seriously propagandizing war here, aren't you? All right, we're back in Lisbon. Let's go ahead and give the king his porcelain, announcing Sared. Well done. I knew I could count on you. I shall bestow you with a new title. Also, your reward will be deposited into your savings. Hey, sweet. Let's see. 2,000 gold is really not that much, King. Thank you. I have no more gold here. Go forth for the good of your nation. Secret call. You make me suspicious. I couldn't meet the princess. Hey, but we got a new rank. Let's see what that is. As soon as the game finishes doing what it's doing. The non-affiliated fleets. So there are no other major powers in this game? It's just those three? Okay. I can't remember that cannons thing, so just hit me up later. We might buy cannons tomorrow. I don't know if I'll make it today. Okay, let me see. Fleet port mates. Yourself. Hey, look, we got a medal and everything. Oh, it doesn't actually say what that is. But that's all right. We're 17 years old, and we got a medal from the king. Just those three? Oh, that's a little sad. Just learned that Koei had a hardcore simulation where you train dogs for an Olympic dog show. Mathematics? My Siberian Husky is excellent at advanced trigonometry. That's a little silly, isn't it? Tip, Carlotta, thank you. How about gossip? Let's see what they got here. Marketplace in Seville doesn't have anything worth buying. Oh, that's a shame, innit? No sailors. Can't do that second ship yet, but we do need to sell off the rest of the porcelain that we've got. The well-read page? What? Oh, we gotta upgrade page. I didn't see where it said page. Shows your fame number. Good to reference. Good to reference. Check progress. Oh, let me take a look at that again then, because I did not catch that. Porcelain. Oh, hang on. There might be a better place to sell porcelain than here. Let's see. Not Bordeaux or Antwerp. What about Genoa? It's 103 there. That's not too bad. 106 in Mallorca. 102 in Marseille. 103 in Naples. 106 in Pisa. I think we'll go to Pisa because they got that artwork. And I don't need to sell you this here. I'll make so much more, a lot of money. Page red. Red page. The well-paid rage. You guys, I'm getting dizzy. Let me see it again. The well-fed sage. That's usually what something that I use around. Oh, there it is. Page red. I see. Well, cool. Oh yeah, and fame 520. Okay. Let's see if the king wants anything else. Please wait a moment. His Majesty will see you now. Ah, Solid, welcome. Let me explain to you our nation's sphere of influence. I hope this was of some help to you. Support index. That's it. So nobody supports you but Lisbon. Are you a real king? Time to go buy some artworks. Oh, can we invest here now? I don't have the money to do it, but let's see. No, he's got to give his specific consent. I do like the name Rowan. Just to comment on that, on this story that you're sharing here. I don't know what it's referencing specifically, and this is a PG-13 chat. Let me remind you. So when does this become an RPG? Well, it's been an RPG the whole time. We've been getting level ups for sailing, but unfortunately, no combat level ups. We are increasing our reputation, which is a stat. So there's that. It's a strategy RPG. It's a strategy with a teeny tiny tippy-top little bit of character growth in there. But yeah, this ain't no people standing in a row trading hits. Not one of them. Now, I met a guy who told me that that a game that is not turn-based, it cannot be an RPG. So there are some wild definitions out there. Just to red herring you there for a second. Let's see. Where are we going? Oh, yeah. Pisa. We're going to Pisa. See if it's useful to sail like this. Nope. Not even remotely. And even plot and story, I don't tend to weight that too much. For what is or is not an RPG, because so many early RPGs, proto-RPGs, were very light on story. So I really feel like story as a defining feature of RPGs is a much more modern concession. So there have certainly been some pretty light stories. I mean, like, it would be hard to argue that Eye of the Beholder or Dungeon Master aren't RPGs, but as far as what's in the game themselves, they're pretty dang light on story. Certainly plot, narrative, story if you're counting premise and all that sort of thing. Yeah, they've got that. Yeah, Dragon Quest, right? I've met people who have told me that you have to have a party in order for it to be an RPG. I'm like, what about Dragon Quest 1? You just got one dude in that. Dragon View is another example of an RPG that only has one character. Whoops. Okay. Let's debark here. Always subscribe to an RPG being a stat raising level up game. Yeah, that's the role play of it, is the system that's there. If you want to talk to somebody who's like, an RPG is any game in which you play a role, and then you're like, my favorite RPG is Super Mario Brothers 3, and they're willing to be like, yes, then the conversation's over, because you're talking about nothing. There's no distinguishing anymore. The stories are usually hackneyed anyway. For RPGs that are light on story and heavy on combat mechanics. Yeah, on story, like I've said, controversially, here's a controversial opinion if you want one. I've yet to encounter a game that has had a story as good as the best books that I've read. But books are all story, right? They don't have to deal with systems and that sort of thing. It's not really a huge knock, but it's worth acknowledging, I think. I think that's pretty fair. Okay, we're going to sell the porcelain here. That's what we got to do. Yeah. Sell the thing. That's where retro is pretty good. Pretty good. And that's not to say that there are no good RPG stories. There are, I think. But in the context, you kind of give them a little slack, in my view. Okay, let's buy stuff. Books are, yeah. I mean, well, again, they're 100% story. So, you know. Okay, we spent it all on artworks. So now let's go ahead and sell that off to Pizza. I mean to Naples, just south. Not counting remakes, East was solo here for 6 games straight. Yeah, there's quite a few. There are quite a few. I think especially if you start counting hybrids. Hybrid RPGs tend to have... they tend to shy away, let's say, from the traditional RPG mechanics. But that's the nature of hybridism. It's change, right? Oh, you don't like Legend of Dragoon? Oh, yeah. Kind of seeing that a little bit with Sea of Stars. I dropped Sea of Stars when it first came out, replaying it right now. I still don't care for the writing in Sea of Stars at all. It comes off as very millennial to me. But I love the visuals and the combat and the music in Sea of Stars. I think that's quite good. But Sea of Stars does a lot of that kind of fluff with the ellipses and characters just saying yeah or huh. And when there's so much dialogue to chew through, it adds up. It adds up. More meaningful dialogue. You think Legend of Dragoon is the most overrated RPG? Oh, you don't think Final Fantasy VII is? That's shocking. As I know how much you hate Final Fantasy VII. Okay, let's sell some stuff. That's insane. Like the price difference here. That's wild. Can I sell anything from Naples back at I doubt it. Back at Pisa. Let's see. Olive oil, no. Grapes, no. What about wool? Oh, they'll buy wool for 65, and I could buy it here for 41. And it's not far at all. So I might just go ahead and do that. Wow, I had no idea that your depth for a hatred of Legend of Dragoon was that significant. I had no idea. I didn't finish Legend of Dragoon, but I don't think I hated it to that extent. I don't think I did. Oh yeah, okay. Let's get the heck out of here. Vagrant Story. Would anyone not say that's an RPG? Where's your party there, huh? You don't need when you're a one-man wrecking crew. I actually have met people who have told me that Vagrant Story is not an RPG. I have. So they're out there. But then again, I've met people who have, like, if it has a sword in it, it's an RPG. So there's all kinds. There's all kinds. But yeah, Vagrant Story, definitely a dungeon crawler. Definitely a dungeon crawler. You know what blew my mind recently is I was like, Final Fantasy 13 is a dungeon crawler. That completely rephrases how I think about Final Fantasy 13 and its linearity of just moving down a tunnel. I'm like, it's a dungeon crawler. That's why you do that. It totally makes sense. Temper, thanks for hanging out with us. I appreciate it. And thanks for all the help, too. I'll probably be on for a wee bit longer. It's a bad dungeon crawler. Yeah, I don't think it's a great game. But I think that once you realize that's what it is, that helps a little bit. It doesn't make it a better game, though. You turn to Frank Costanza? Serenity now! Serenity now! When somebody made... I'm going to have to play Legend of Dragoon just for you at some point. Let's see. Get rid of all this wool here. And we'll do the artwork run one more time. Oops. Yeah, I think the open world is what you kind of wait for the whole game to become. But then it's so compartmentalized and so open world that, like, I spent so much time there, I just completely forgot what the game was about. Not great. Mr. got blocked by a bug in the game and never got over it. Oh, is that why? That happens to him a lot, huh? That happened to him in a Nintendo. Maybe he's just bad at games. I mean, I don't want to be rude over here, but maybe he just sucks at video games. With all these quote-unquote bugs happening. That's too bad he's not here to defend himself in it. Oh, well. He'll hear about that somehow, I'm sure. All right, we are stocking up on this artwork to sell at the place. Yeah, in all seriousness, I would say that's pretty terrible luck. Because now there's like multiple games that he's encountered game-breaking bugs in. Oh, you know what? I was told that Might and Magic 3 for Super Nintendo has a devastating game-breaking bug that will corrupt your save. So when we get to that game, remind me. I'm going to have to keep an eye out for that. Because that's no bueny at all. Don't want to be wasting time like that. Honestly, I'm afraid of that sort of thing happening with this game, so we got to make sure that does not. If it has a sword in it, it's an RPG. Opening argument, Soul Calibur 2. Vanish... Vanish X Zone. Oh, it's been a long time since I've seen that. And your names are the same color, so I thought it was the same person talking. Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of obvious non-RPGs that have a sword in them. Right? Come on now. Okay, let's see. We're here at Naples. Yes, we must sell the artworks. Oh, yeah. So much monies. Okay, we're back up to 41. I think what I will do now... See, now I don't remember what some of these do. I don't have a good memory for that sort of thing. I honestly don't remember what those do. Vanish X Zone was like guaranteed death, right? I don't remember what Vanish Sketch does. You'll find the port of Trebizond. I've never even heard of that. World's a big place. Sketching vanished enemies for the Intanger was a really fun way to play Russian roulette with a 12-hour save file. That's a fun way to put it. You could. There are some fighting games with level up mechanics. I don't remember if it was Soul Calibur. Urgaze is one that I would include for that dungeon crawler bit in there. Okay, so we're back up to a decent amount. I need to find a good mate so that I can get a third ship. But for now, I'm going to run this one more time. Do the whole wool and artwork thing. Ba 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 bo. Ba 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 bo. Let me see here. Yeah. I keep forgetting what I'm doing. Oh, that's plenty of time. I need to restock when we get to selling the wool up in Pisa, though. So don't let me forget that, please. Begging you. Ba 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 bo. Ba 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 bo. This is the oceanic sailing sim I never knew I needed in my life. Okay. Disembark. So it's a save wipe bug, huh? Woof. Well, we might save this question for tomorrow. You're thinking about what's the weirdest inclusion of RPG character growth mechanics in a non-RPG game, like where they hybridized it. I really like roll 'em ups, so that's what I would mention to answer that question, but there's a wealth of other possibilities. So think about that. I'll take your answer tomorrow. This is where I'm gonna check out and cash out. We've got so much money now. Holy smokes. That's a lot of money. 46,000 gold. With MT out. What is MT? Who's the resident expert on OG Uncharted Waters? Probably Mr. Temper, but he's gone for the day. So who knows now? Could be anybody, really. Baron is pretty familiar with it. Gold Skull was in here earlier. He said he'd remembered playing this. But yeah, I think that's about it. I think what we'll do, yeah, MT. Oh. Got it. I thought that was something else. We're going to go ahead and say hi to my good pal and friend, Critbound. So say hi when we stop in there. I'll see you folks tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.